Hello and welcome to this English video about an oil check valve. This is a German oil check valve of the Olva series, as it can be found in the most education books about steam locomotives over here in Germany. The so-called Olva check valve was built by the DeLimon company in Germany, which provided many parts of mechanical greasing, mechanical oiling and oil supplies for steam locomotives. And we here have a central oil pump which delivers us the grease or oil for moving parts of the steam locomotive, usually parts which were going under steam, like in cylinders or the valve gears. So here we have the check valves located, which will prevent steam entering the oil lines and washing the oil off and preventing a problem in proper greasing. So this is about how the check valve looks like. We have a main valve in the body here, which is blocked from the oil lines and the pressure chamber by a diaphragm or membrane. This membrane is flexible and has housing over it which contains a spring. With the spring and the adjustment screw, the pressure on the main valve can be adjusted. Also, we have a bottom valve over here. This small bottom valve just should prevent some flash steam events or water hammer effects on the valve. So it closes. Usually it isn't pressure tight. That valve is pressure tight, so it can operate against working steam pressure. So for example, if we have steam piston moving here in its casing and we will deliver oil by the check valve into the cylinder, we have the full working and operation pressure of the cylinder acting against the oil stream. So usually that can push steam back into the steam line and will dilute the oil or will wash out all the oil from the line and causing serious problems in greasing. So the check valve prevents that. That's why we also have a test screw over here. So the oil pump will now deliver the main oil from here, and here's the coupling. So the oil enters the check valve here and will fill that little pressure chamber over here. The oil pump still will pump oil in it, and with higher pressure the membrane will be get under load, and so it starts to lift against the spring, and now oil from the chamber can move into the central core, which is a hollow channel, a hollow bore, and from there it will open the bottom valve and then move onto to the point where the oil is needed. And because of that action, the valve still is open as long as we have enough pressure from the oil pump. As the engine moves slower, then the pressure will not open that valve, so we will have a pressure accumulation in the pressure chamber and back from there into the line. And so if the oil pump pumps in and the pressure is rising enough, the valve will lift a bit and the pressure will be relieved, and then it will close and shut again to prevent any steam coming from the operation or oil supply line back into the main line or the oil pump. We can check the oil supply by that check screw. If the oil pump is working and the oil is now pushing the membrane against the spring and opening the main valve, the oil will go through the bore here into that check chamber, and from there by the check channel to the check screw, which we can open, and then the oil will drain by a small bore over here, and we can see that oil will be delivered by the oil pump to our main oil or greasing point. Well, that's how it works, and I hope you understand it. And if you see it, many of the ALCO steam locomotives or Baldwin build locomotives usually have Davis&Metcalve oil supplies, and Davis&Metcalve is a licensed builder of the Olva Oil Check Valve. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.